Yo, 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 yo. We're in the house, divided. You know what
What
it
it do?
is. Um, yeah, man, college football. It's here. It's live. It's in action. Um, Corey, what better time than the beginning of October to actually start talking about college football? Because really, this is when college football starts. I'm not going to say it doesn't matter earlier in the season, but this is when you're going to start really finding out which team is which because we're getting into
Yeah,
that conference play where the teams are going to start knowing who you are. Granted, for Oklahoma and for Texas, it's a little different because we're in the SEC. But I rest my case across the board in the Power Four. These teams, when they get in these conference play, they kind of know what's going on week in and week out. So, before we get too much more into that, though, please, if you guys aren't already, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you guys can be up to date for all our newest and latest content. Smash that thumbs up button too. Helps us with that little algorithm thing that YouTube got going on. I still haven't figured that damn thing out, but if you can hit the smash that thumbs button, man, I heard it helps us out. So just help us out on that.
for
So
sure.
let's hop into this. Let's talk about
Yeah.
this. What are we doing?
You on deck, man. Your Sooners are top 5 in the country. Got some big wins under their belt. One at home against Auburn, one at home against Michigan. Brent Venables doing his thing on defense, calling plays again. Are the Sooners back? Are the Sooners all the way back?
I'm,
Is this what you were hoping for going into the season? Obviously.
I mean, obviously, hoping for being 4-0, and we're going to be 5-0 going into Texas because with or without John Mateer, and we'll get into that here in just a second. With or without John Mateer, we're going to beat Kent State, so I'm not worried about that whatsoever. Um, on the other note, though, it does have to be noted, John Mateer is out. Okay, breaking news. I know, shocker, setting headlines out here, right?
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how Hawkins looks against Kent State. They got us right now at like a 44.5 favorite, if I'm not mistaken, last time I checked. I'd be interested to see if we could cover that. Mind
Penn
you, the
State's one of
last
the worst teams in
the
Division One
the
football, by
last
the way.
game that Michael Hawkins started, we lost to Navy. I rest my case. That's all I'm gonna say. That's where I'm at with it. I hope that John Mateer can come back for Texas. I really do. I've been hearing rumors. I've been hearing all the stuff out there saying that he's going to be back. Da 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 da. I want to see it first. I got to see it. So, Corey, to answer your question, are they back? I'm not there yet, man. I got to see more. There's more meat in this schedule right ahead. This is getting into the meat and the gritty of this schedule. After Kent State, there's no more cupcakes the rest of the year.
Pull
It's
up
it,
the
it,
schedule.
it's man, oh my gosh, do we have to? Do we
Yeah, let's
have to
pull
do?
it up, man. We got
Uh,
to talk about it because, like you
it
said, this
hurts.
is while you're pulling it up. I'll kind of talk for you. The season couldn't have started any better. That defensive line going into the season, highly touted. It's lived up to the billing. 10 sacks against Auburn. Brent Venables, I've told you this off air. I think the smartest thing that he's done since he's been at OU was this year calling the defense again. He is a defensive coordinator at heart. And so I think that sets you up guys sets you guys up pretty nice, man. And so we're getting into the thick of it now. After this week, we're gonna start finding out about your Sooners and look at that schedule. Holy moly. Woo! Woo! Now, realistically, I will say this. South Carolina does feel weaker. The Texas game will be everything. I think Stevie G is right. You get Mateer back, and if you find a run game by then, you only got 2 weeks to do it. You're going to be very dangerous. But you can drop one or two of these games, right? You can drop a game, maybe say at Alabama or at Tennessee, you can drop one or two and still make the college football playoff, right? But you
Right.
guys have to have your eyes set on the big prize, is winning the SEC championship. And I think you can drop one game and still be in that SEC championship game. You could
Absolutely.
drop two, because there's a lot of parity right now in the conference and college football as whole, right? And so I think defending home court, I think if you beat Texas, that Ole Miss game, College Game Day, will be there. And then the big one, man, you got to go on the road and get one of the Tennessee or Alabama. You got to split that. If you guys get through Alabama and you're undefeated, you guys will be serious, legit contenders for winning the Natty. All right, we'll see how the playoffs play out and all of that. But if you go the next 5 weeks 5-0 through the Alabama game, holy shit, man, the sky is the fucking limit.
Yeah,
there's nothing you can't do if you win these next 5 games after Kent State. That's how I see it.
I said I'm not there. You
know what
don't.
I mean?
It's one week at a time.
That's what he's got to be preaching in that locker room.
You have to go 1-0 every single week, because it's going to be big win after big win. But I mean, damn it! Let's just play this out for a second. Let's say that we go that we beat Texas. Let's say we go on the road, we beat South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
You're rewarded with at home against Ole Miss, right? Let's just say that's a top 5 matchup, okay? Let's just say everything stays status quo, right?
Yeah.
You beat Ole Miss, and then you got to go at Tennessee and then at Bama. That's tough. That's really, 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 really tough. I think we drop one of 2 of those games.
Yeah, that's why I said you want to split one of those.
One of 2 of those. I'm with that. I'm with that. But don't sleep on Ole Miss. Don't. You can't.
Yeah. I wouldn't be sleeping on anybody if I'm you guys. And this is the reason why I say this. And I'm not trying to take anything away from what you guys did in the Auburn game. But everything went right for you guys. The fumble that got called that Auburn returned in the first quarter got called back. There's a couple missed PIs that
was a fumble. That wasn't a fumble.
It was a fumble.
The guy's foot was on the ground.
We'll agree to disagree. I don't want to go through this, bro. It was a fumble. It was clear as the ball was coming out. It was jarred loose.
Whatever.
You could say he regathered it or what.
He was on the ground.
Oh my god, bro! Just stop. He was
sitting on the ground.
Whatever. It was. You don't get that call in Auburn.
They took the lead.
That's what I'm saying. Auburn got every call against them and still had a 1-point lead late in the fourth quarter. So to me, you guys are a good team. Where you're lacking is what Stevie G exactly said. There is no run game. And it's the exact point to why Mateer got hurt, because he is the run game. You know what I mean? And so if you don't find that out, you guys won't be in the hunt for the national championship. Stevie G is absolutely 100%.
Well, he didn't get hurt. He didn't get hurt running the ball, though. He got hurt throwing the ball. It was
every time he runs it, bro, in the SEC. Every time he runs the ball in the SEC game,
I get it.
You're putting your body in danger.
I'm with it.
You don't want your quarterback being the leading rusher.
I'm with it.
That's not the recipe for success.
I'm with it. I agree 100%. There is no disagreement there for me. Our run game has been non-existent. Like, where is Jaden Ott? Please stand up. Where are you at, bud? I heard all this hype in the offseason about Jaden Ott this, Jaden Ott that. That joker has like 9 carries for 17 yards on the year. What are we doing?
I saw somebody on Twitter say he's still in checks right now. That was supposed to be the big get for you guys.
He's driving around in a brand new Durango SRT Hellcat too. Compliments of my dealership. But yeah, it's crazy.
Is this true? Have you heard this? Ott is supposed to have his chance this week. Have you heard the rumblings on that?
God dang it, God's supposed to have his chance in week 2 against Michigan. He's supposed to have his chance against all these other teams. When I see it, I'll believe it. That's where I'm at with this team in general. When I see them, because I've seen them start 4-0. I've seen them start 4-1, whatever. I've seen this. I've seen
Yeah.
this story, and I've seen how it ends. And it doesn't
We
end
saw
well.
this the last year in the Big 12 before y'all got back-to-back games to Kansas and Oklahoma State.
Thank you. And I'm telling you right now, Kansas and Oklahoma State, God bless them as programs, but they are not Tennessee and they are not Alabama. Okay?
Or Ole Miss,
or Ole Miss,
Missouri,
or
as of right now.
LSU. I mean, come on. And they damn sure ain't Texas. So
Yeah.
we got our work cut out for us. No doubt about it. That's just all I'm going to say about this. But you know what, Corey? It's all in front of us as well. If you're a competitor, you would want nothing more than this. This is what you want. This is what you live for. It's what you fight for every day. Everybody out there is doubting you, saying, oh, you're scheduled this, you're scheduled that. Well, you know what? We're on their schedule too. Damn it. Oklahoma's on their schedule too. Last time I checked, Oklahoma was the number 5 team in the nation with one of the top 10 defenses in the nation overall. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Them guys, that defensive line is legit, and they are straight getting after it. So that's all I'm saying. I'm going to leave it there.
Let's go to the SEC standings because I want to kind of fill out what you're thinking as who's pretenders and contenders. We won't really know until about a month, like probably right around the last week of October, first week of November. But as it sits right now, the highest ranked team, Ole Miss, you guys are the second. A&M is at number 6, right? And so I liked what I saw from Alabama last week against Georgia on the road. If that's the Ty Simpson that's going to be playing for Alabama, I think that's a scary proposition for the SEC because he looks sharp. He looks really good. And you can't sleep on Georgia. LSU has one of the best defenses in the country. That offense is holding that team back. And then Tennessee's dangerous. So I think the whole conference, I mean, God, man, the top 9 teams, 10 teams, God.
That's insane.
So Ole Miss, contender or pretender to you so far going into this?
Pretender.
Pretender? Why?
They always are. They never do anything. Just never do anything.
All right. Texas A&M Aggies, or the Texas 8-4 Aggies, as a lot of people likes to call them. Marcel Reed's kind of a problem.
I like what Texas A&M actually has going on over there, man. They actually look like a pretty decent little football team. They're not bad at all by any means necessary. Contender as far as the SEC title is concerned.
Yeah,
no.
We're talking about winning the SEC championship.
No,
that's not a team that scares you.
Pretender.
Who's the biggest threat you think to you guys right now? Who would you
to
not?
Us, I wouldn't put us. I wouldn't put us up there. We haven't earned that yet.
Well, let's just say you guys make the SEC championship. Who do you think would be sitting there next to you?
I really like Bama. I like Bama, and I like Georgia's kind of nice too, though. You just always fall back to those, the regular ones. Your Missouris, the Ole Misses, the Vanderbilts, Texas A&Ms, they're going to kind of fall back in suit whenever we get really into the nitty-gritty of conference play.
Right.
So you got to have Texas up in there too, though. I mean, I think Texas could possibly, but Arch just hasn't been what everybody thought he was going to be.
Yeah. It would take a monumental turnaround for Arch.
I hate to say somebody in this room kind of called this thing.
No, you did. You said he was way overhyped and you wouldn't prove him. He looks bad. Now, he's starting to look better, but they're beating up on cupcakes.
They're playing Sam Houston State, buddy. Let's be real.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Let's see what happens when we see him in the Cotton Bowl. See what happens when he got our D-line. We'll see what happens this weekend whenever they play Florida in Gainesville, really, to be honest with you. Don't sleep on the Gators to come up with a big win against Texas.
Definitely not sleeping on them, man. Definitely not sleeping on them. So
So
they got some work to do, but this is the fun part of the year, like you alluded to in the beginning of the show, because we're going to start finding out what we need to see from certain teams. I
yep.
tell you, another team I would definitely not sleep on as of right now is Tennessee. I think they were a missed field goal away at the end of the game of beating Georgia. I don't think they have a great defense, but I think offensively, I like what Josh Heupel does over there. They're going to score a bunch of points, and that's just a team that I think can really sneak up on people and be a factor at the end of this. So
The quarterback's
it's
just a little too erratic for me. What's his name over there at Tennessee?
Joey Aguilar.
Yeah, I'm just not a believer in it, bro.
No,
I'm
I
just
get it.
not.
I understand why.
So,
Vandy, if they win this week, just due to their schedule. Pillow, click on Vandy real quick. Let's see what they got coming up. I can't believe we're talking about the fucking Commodores. Excuse my language.
it is. Oh,
Oh,
damn. They didn't do them no favors either, bud.
bro. Well, look, I see what he's saying. You beat Alabama this week, who you just said you liked as kind of that other team that could probably be. I like them a lot. They go on the road and beat Bama.
They're not gonna do that. Let's calm down.
No, you
Let's
don't know
relax.
that. How do you know that? How do
Corey,
you know?
Corey, they're not gonna do it.
Are you a believer in Kalen DeBoer all of a sudden?
No, but I'm a believer in the Alabama Crimson Tide and their recruiting and them beating the Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt only beat South Carolina because what's his name, Lenore Sellers, went out, and South Carolina just isn't what it is. Other than that, look at that schedule. It's not nothing pretty. Ain't neither one of them teams got the talent level of Alabama. Not one of them.
No, that's true.
Not one of them.
Click on Mizzou's schedule. I still find it funny that Missouri's a SEC team, but the neither here nor there. Yeah. Ooh, that at Oklahoma, that shit's gonna be lit because y'all owe them from last year.
Yeah, we're gonna get them. We gotta get back to get on them for sure. For sure,
Y'all
for
owe them
sure.
from last year.
We gonna see, man. It's gonna be interesting.
Hey, go back to your
Inter-
schedule real quick. I want to know how many night. You know what? As much as I hate Oklahoma, a night game at the Palace on the Prairie is a cool scene, man.
It's a good time. It's a good
That
time.
Ole Miss game's got to be a night game for sure.
You would think.
I would hope that's a night game.
You would think.
That's why I want y'all to beat Texas because I think that's going to be a huge game.
Yeah, we beat Texas
and
and Ole Miss. What's Ole Miss is looking like?
That's what I was just about to say. Click on that.
What are we talking about here? Oh,
Georgia.
So they got a big one and we got a big one. If we can both hold suit, you think about that?
Yeah, y'all both got a hold serve. I still think that'll be a huge game, even if they lose to Georgia.
What a game!
Yeah, that's going to be a huge one. Go down a little bit. Who they got at the end? They kind of got an easy schedule. Oh my God!
Hell yeah!
That's the rest of their schedule. All they got to do is get past you guys, and now both of those road games are going to be tough at Georgia, at Oklahoma. But they get through the rest of that, bro. They got an easy path. I think if they win those two games, the last month of their season, Carolina, the Citadel, Florida, all at home, and then Mississippi State on the road. Which, if you go through Georgia and Oklahoma, you went on the road there. That's the Egg Bowl. Now it's going to be. That's one of the better rivalries nobody talks about, but that's still going to be a good game.
Yeah. We're going to see. We're going to see. It's going to be interesting, man. I'm interested to see. Let's hop over here into the Big Ten. Because really, Corey, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. It's the Big Ten and it's the SEC. Because both of these teams, one of them is going to have a winner. They're going to have a representative for the national title.
Yep.
You look over here, there's not quite as many ranked teams over in the Big Ten. You got the Indiana Hoosiers, Oregon Ducks, Maryland, pretender all day. Indiana Hoosiers are pretenders to me all day. The Oregon Ducks, I like what Dan Lanning has going over there. As far as contender for the conference, I think they're going to contend, but I wouldn't pick them. I'm still rolling with the Buckeyes over here. I like what the Buckeyes got going on. They're even with the new quarterback, they're literally breaking in a true freshman quarterback or redshirt freshman, whatever he is, and they're looking good while they're doing it. They revamped the defense. They got everything rolling over there, and the Big Ten's top heavy. And
Oh, very top heavy.
I
Yeah.
told you, Penn State, when it matters most, they can't win the big one.
I'm tired of picking those fuckers.
I told.
I
I
picked
don't
them 2 weeks
understand why.
two
I don't
years in a
understand.
row.
I don't understand it. I still don't understand
I
it.
like Franklin as a coach, but the record 4-21 against top 5 opponents in your tenure at Penn State is not going to get it done, bud.
You can like the guy all you want, man. He might be
I
a nice
know.
guy and everything, buddy, but business is business, and he ain't getting the job done.
No, he's not.
Not talking trash, but it is what. Like me, I love me some Brent Venables, but if that Joker goes 6-7, that Joker can get the hell up out of here.
So let me ask you this: Penn State losing in overtime to Oregon. What does that mean for Oregon? Are you a believer in Oregon, or are you?
I'm more of a believer in Oregon than what I was at the beginning of the year because I just didn't know. There was a question mark at the quarterback position with Dante Moore. But Dante Moore has come out and looked at like one of the best quarterbacks, not only in the conference, but one of the better ones in the nation. Like he's put up some really good numbers. Oregon, if I'm not mistaken, their schedule's not too crazy. That's very doable. I like them against Indiana, especially at home. I like them Rutgers. I like all their remaining games. So I like Oregon to possibly finish the dang season undefeated, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Oregon's going to be right there.
Indiana game, I don't see another problem for there. People are sleeping on look. Curt Cignetti for Indiana coaches ass off. Do I think they go into Oregon and beat Oregon? No, but I think that's going to be a tighter game than what people think. This is his second year at Indiana. They made the playoffs last year. Freaking Indiana Hoosiers made the playoffs last year, and all they've done this year is be undefeated. They played a top 10 opponent, which probably shouldn't have been top 10 in Illinois. But Curt Cignetti, everywhere
they smacked them.
Won.
They smacked them.
Yeah. So I outside of that game, I don't see another problem for Oregon. Who's this schedule? Who's this?
This is Ohio State. So you got Ohio State's here. I mean, that up until Michigan, bro. I mean, you can't never call that Michigan game. You just don't know. I think Bryce Underwood by the end of the season.
Michigan in 4 games. There's 4 years in a row they've lost to Michigan.
That's what I'm saying. So you never know about that game right there. But at the end of the day, I still like Ohio State and I like Oregon to be in the Big Ten championship, and then I like Ohio State to beat them.
I'll say this: I'm not a biggest believer on Ohio State as you are because they're the true freshman quarterback. I just think once you get in a playoff setting, I don't know how he's going to hold up. Right, that's a big spot to be in for a true freshman. Even going through a whole Big Ten slate and playing deep into the year, I still think it's the experience factor for me coming into a playoffs as a true freshman. I don't like that. I look, the Big Ten has won the past 2 national championships, Ohio State and Michigan. I don't think they get 3 in a row. I think the national champion comes from the SEC this year because just like we talked about, it's a top heavy conference. There's a lot of good teams in the SEC. I don't see Oregon, Ohio State, or possibly Penn State taking down one of these SEC teams. I just don't see it. I think the SEC, any team that comes out of there and plays in a natty for the SEC will be battle tested. They would have to have gone through the ringer, and I don't see that for a Big Ten team that makes it there possibly. Right? It's going to be 2 different animals in my opinion.
I'm with you, man. The conference strength just overall in the SEC is deeper. It's just a deeper conference this year. You can just see it from top to bottom. Now, granted, it's still really, really, really early. I still like Ohio State over there in the Big Ten to go up against almost anybody just because of the way that they recruit. They have the horses over there to compete with anybody in the nation. So does Oregon. I don't know. Oregon, to me, man, they'll be the flashiest damn team out there. They got 42 different jersey combinations and no national titles.
Right.
I'm not talking trash. I'm just calling it how it is, and that's just where I'm at with it. So I like
Right.
Ohio State in the Big Ten. They're my contender over there. Everybody outside of Oregon and Ohio State are pretenders. It's just where I'm at with it.
Hey, pull up this week's schedule going into week 5. I kind of want to see I know the biggest game is probably Miami at Florida State. I don't know where College Game Day is going to be. We can talk a little ACC and Big 12 for Stevie G. I don't know why he's requesting the Big 12.
Why?
I don't know either.
Who cares? Texas Tech's going to win it. Mark it.
Okay. I think that was my sleeper pick too.
There's your take.
In the Big 12.
There's your take.
Game.
So you
I think
this week to look. I'll pull it up here. You've got Alabama and Vanderbilt. I like that. That's a top 25 matchup, but I think Bama wins that big. The line's 10.5. Give me Alabama. Give me the points. I like them covering that with ease. Where are you at with that?
I take Vanderbilt in the points, but I don't think they win. I think it's like a 7-point game. I think it's tight late. I think Vanderbilt they show me something, and then we've seen Alabama shit on themselves against Florida State, so I can't erase that from my head. Now Florida State's coming off a tough loss to Virginia. I take Miami in that one.
Can I have a shocker here?
Yeah.
Give me Florida State with the upset.
Ooh.
I like it. It's Florida State at home. All
big
that.
Bounce back spot.
It's going to be out there. They're going to be ready. Shout out. I'm telling you right now, they're about to win that. Florida State's going to get Miami upset of the week this week. You heard it here first in the House Divided. Miami will lose to Florida State.
What's the spread on that?
4.5. Minus 4.5. Give me Florida State.
Miami
I like
covers.
I don't know why. That's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's perfectly fine. CBG, I ain't talking about no Big 12, bro. I don't even follow y'all or them no more. I'm not in the conference. Oklahoma State, my guy over here, I'm not even trying to get into it with him about that. Let's talk about, though, before we hop off here, your opinion on the Gundy firing. Talk to me.
Yeah, look, I think the biggest indictment on Gundy came after the Baylor game, where the coaches for Baylor got up in the press conference and said, yeah, they look pretty easy and vanilla on offense, and all of that was different this game. And that was immediately after Gundy was fired. His time came. 21 years at any place is a long time for any coach. He did his damn thing. 2 Fiesta Bowl wins, an outright Big 12 championship in 2011 when he beat Oklahoma 44-10. That's never happened. Winning 2 of the last 3 Bedlams before OU leads the conference. There's a lot of good stuff that Gundy did for Oklahoma State football. Multiple 12-win seasons, multiple 10-win seasons. That shit's unheard of at Oklahoma State. But the transfer portal NIL era snuck up on him like a thief in the night, and he couldn't adjust. And just like you see with Dabo Swinney, just like you saw with Nick Saban getting the fuck up out of there, it was time. It was time, bro. It was his time to go. He did a great job. Now it's time to move on. Oklahoma State has to get serious about the money that they're going to spend on their program, where they're going to get that money from, how they're going to invest. If they want to be a big-time player in college football, you have to change the way you look at college athletics. All right? We can't be sitting up here talking about this is how much money we spend. And Gundy, when he opened his mouth before the Oregon game, was another indictment. Because you know what? You lose to Tulsa the next week. Tulsa ain't got the budget Oklahoma State got. Tulsa ain't got, you know what I mean? Tulsa ain't got the resources Oklahoma State got. But when I turned on that game on that Friday night, Tulsa looked better in their pads. I'm just talking about the players. They look bigger than the Oklahoma State players. They looked faster. They just look like a better football team walking off the bus. That should never happen. And so it was his time to go. I appreciate everything he did. Played for him for 2 years. It's just his time, man. I think he'll have a great career in TV. But as far as coaching in this era, not gonna happen.
He's out of there. He's out of there. See you later, folks. The mullet ain't gonna get it done no more. These kids in the what do we call this? The 21st century now, or that generation, or whatever. Man, these kids are built different. That's why I'm picking Florida State. I meant to say that. Never have been. There's a reason he left Georgia. You don't leave Georgia to go somewhere else and be successful. I don't care who you are.
There's some dogs around him, though. I understand there was dogs around him in Georgia. I get that. This Miami team's different than what it's been in the past. I'm not saying
I agree with that.
And win an Natty.
I agree.
But they got some dogs over there, bro.
I agree with that. I agree. Arkansas. Is it Arkansas? Is that who you're asking about, Stevie?
Yeah, G? I think that Petrino interim tag is going to turn into a permanent tag.
I can see that
after this year, depending on what happens the rest of the year, right?
I could see that. I could see that for sure. Anything else you could think of? Are we missing anything here?
We pretty much covered the landscape.
John Mateer back for OU. Don't trip. He's gonna be back for Texas. Don't y'all worry. Promise. You heard it here. I guarantee it. I guarantee. Charles Barkley, guarantee.
Yeah. Usually when he says that shit, the opposite happens.
He's gonna be back. Don't worry. Don't y'all worry about it. This is different. Hey, shout out to 9 people in the stream right now. Can y'all do me a favor? The 9 people in here, stop what you're doing right now. Hit the subscribe button and hit the like button on this video. Do me that favor.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't talking in the comment box over here. Y'all ain't talking to us. So at least like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We'd appreciate y'all.
Yeah, do it.
Next week.
We got to come back and do we got to come back and do an NFL show before Sunday.
Absolutely, Stevie G. We're gonna have a stream for Hate Week, buddy. Don't you even trip. We'll be back. We'll be back in this thing. We're gonna be back before this Sunday because we've got a NFL show to talk about. So we got to break that down as well. We're busy, guys. Sorry. I know that there's probably a lot of requests out here for shows, but I'm telling y'all, we're just busy. Apologies. Yeah. But we're here. Here we are right now. Ha!
We showed up.
Live and in action. We're in the place to let y'all know we still love y'all. We still appreciate all the people that get onto this thing, that subscribe to this channel and listen to our videos every day. We're going to keep this thing rolling, keep this train rolling. Yeah. So you're going to want to be, here you go. I hope y'all out.
Yeah. Like and subscribe.
Like it.
Why not?
Help us out, guys. Why not? Hashtag why not? That's where we're at. 21st century. Hit them with that stuff. Hashtag why not? Okay?
Yep.
So, as always, it's peace, love, it's happiness here at the House Divided. Deuces. Y'all be good.